All right, quick update on the hoodie or sweater. It appears that all the ice is melted, but it needs to be rinsed. I don't know why it kind of looks like it's got like stuff all over it, but I like how the red came around. We'll see after a rinse.
So I'm cautiously optimistic about the dye. We'll see. I think that it'll turn out pretty decent, pretty cool. I'm not terribly worried as of right now. We'll definitely have to check in a little bit later and see what it looks like or how it turns out. But I think, if you ask me right now, I think it's going out okay. Now, again, the red's not nearly as vibrant as I was hoping it would be. But in my experience of dyeing things in the past, red does tend to be the color that doesn't take the most. Anyway, while that's finishing curing, McKenna's painting or whatever, I'm gonna go out to the farm real quick, help my parents hang some Christmas lights, because they asked me to do that last weekend, but it got dark when I was there and there wasn't really a plan, so I just was like, hey, I gotta take the puppos home, but I'll come out next weekend. It's now next weekend. Sunny all of 5 minutes ago, and now in typical Washington fall / winter, it's raining, which is so nice. What's up, Jitsi? You got something you want to say? The dogs are having fun. I mean, so that's what matters, you know. Christmas lights are not happening quite yet, but the dogs are having a blast. The camera doesn't capture it perfectly, but they're dangly guys, and you go down and around over to there. Step one, we're gonna hang one more like projector light thing. Just because with how hard it's raining, it's kind of dampening our ability. So we're gonna do one more thing and then wheels up. Nope. Operation Hang Lights, I'd say, was an 80% success. Obviously, we didn't get nearly as much done as we wanted to, but the rain really hindered it. I mean, you guys see in the B-roll leading up to me getting out to the farm here, it's super sunny, it's blinding, it's stupid, and then I was at the farm for about 15 minutes, dogs were running in the pasture, and all of a sudden, just rain. And then you guys hear in the barn a little bit later, just torrential downpour. Torrential downpour? Whatever, it doesn't matter. It was raining hard as shit. But anyway, though, that's done. I might go back out there next weekend. Next weekend's a bit crazy, but I might go back out there next weekend to help them put up even more lights. Just because we were really hindered by the rain, and then where we were hanging lights, there's a lot of rose bushes, and it's just really, it's kind of a bitch. So, with that in mind, though, now we're heading back home. I left a little earlier than I was expecting to, so I have a little tiny time to kill, so we'll do another check on the sweatshirt, but also it'll give me an opportunity to change into some dry clothes, get the dogs inside, make sure they're nice and dry, and then I gotta head back to work because Josette, the photographer for Santa Paws, she doesn't have somebody who will take her pictures, like with her whole family and stuff. So unless she wants to be excluded from her family's pictures, she is going to have me do it because, one, she knows I can do it. She's seen videos. She's seen me take pictures before. Also, I have apparently the greatest skill of dog photographers, and I have the uncanny ability to get the attention of any dog perfectly. I don't know. I didn't realize that was like a thing, but apparently I'm really, really good at it. So she asked if I would be okay coming in for a couple minutes today, take a couple pics of her and the fam. And since I live so close, it's not a big deal. A couple of years ago, I would have been like, yikes, I'm not driving an hour for 5 minutes. I hate to be that guy. It's not happening. But alas, I'm wet, I'm damp, I'm cold, and I'm on my way home.
because my camo hat is cooked, super wet. Quick update, quick check. McKenna told me that the little dots are lint, which I guess makes sense, but I don't know. So when we get back from taking pictures, we'll do a quick rinse and that'll be like the end of the vlog. But I'm excited. I hope it turned out good. I get this creeping suspicion it turned out bad, but I hope it turned out good and I'm very excited. I just gotta find my car keys. Took a shower, lay down for a while. Hi, CP. I'm tired.
Alrighty. Photo shoot completed. It went pretty easy, went pretty quick. 30 minutes? I guess I was kind of sitting there for a while. Didn't take too long once all the dogs were in the room and ready to go. It's been a while since I've done like actual pictures. Obviously, I've just been so video oriented and video focused for the longest time. But I used to be like really into amateur photography or just photography in general. Nothing, you know, headshots or just taking pictures of fun stuff. So it's always fun because Josette has me do that every year for them. Because like I said earlier, I don't know if it's just my cadence or the voices that I use to get the dog's attention, but when it comes to their dogs, they're always dialed when I'm talking. So it's always cool and fun to do that for them. Because again, you know, it's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. You know, when you spend so much time behind a camera, you kind of forget or don't always get the ability to be in front of it. And so to be able to help Josette and her family by being the person behind the camera so she can take a picture with her family, always pretty cool. But now we gotta go home because Josette's Josette hooked me up with the dies from a couple days ago if you didn't catch that part. Josette is demanding an update on the sweatshirt. And we're gonna go home and provide. I hope I have gloves because that's like the worst part about dyeing is that your hands just turn like whatever color and they stay that way. So I'm hoping that I have some gloves when I get home.
I forgot that every year Santa comes to our neighborhood. So I gotta wave at him as he drives by.
Merry Christmas!
It was Santa!
So I can't find the gloves that we normally have, like the rubber gloves. So we're resorting to poop bags because they should theoretically be able to hold up, right? You would hope. So your hand doesn't go into like a pile of poop. So that's what we're going to use. We're going to use poop bags and hope for the best here. I think this is our best chance of making this work. All your prayers from yesterday that everything didn't stain, I'm going to need them again right now. So I don't stain the tub with the rinse. Okay. Hoodie's out. Oh, she dripping. She dripping. Let's get the water rolling. There's so much dye. I want to do like a reveal pre-rinse so that we get a feel for like what could have been if all the ink comes out. Let me see. Yo, that's tough. Oh man. That is so much dye. Oh, it came out so good. Okay, we gotta rinse it. I'm confused as to how, but we gotta rinse it.
This is scary.
Okay, we'll check back in when it's done. Well, good news and bad news. Good news, it looks pretty cool.
news. It's probably because of the purple, but my red turned pink. So it's not ideal. However, I think it still looks cool. We're gonna keep rinsing. I've been rinsing for about 20 minutes now. I think we're getting pretty close to good. I'm gonna do a quick wash. No detergent, just cold water. And we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it looks good, and that'll be what we end the video with. Alright, chat. Let me know. Jeez Louise. Huge chunk of the dye has left the building. I mean, at the end of the day, right? I don't hate it. I think it's not terrible, but like, oh, it's so I'm honestly really underwhelmed. It was so much more vibrant. And then, I mean, obviously you have to rinse the excess dye out. I don't know. I got a couple more days, so comment, let me know. If you wanted a red and purple sweatshirt, and this is what you got, what are we thinking? How are we feeling? Let me know. See you tomorrow.